Steve and I have a very close relationship. We will continue to have a very close relationship. It dates back more than 20 years. That relationship has made this a very difficult decision, but at the same time, it's made it a one that I could come to, or we could come to together, with an understanding, an honest understanding, appreciation for each other and where we stand. So we both felt that this was time. It was certainly trending in that way, and to be quite frank, the team was not doing what it was supposed to be doing. You know, we've fallen from our goals, of meeting our goals, and it was time now, because we still have lofty aspirations of where we need to get to.
Sean, considering that long-standing relationship, how much input did you solicit from the players, particularly your stars like Kevin and Kyrie, in making this decision? And what changed, I guess, in 7 games, from training camp to now?
Yeah, zero. There was zero input from any of the players on this. I think this was a decision that we didn't need that. Steve and I didn't need that. Obviously, I've talked to Joe about this, but the players were not consulted. They were told ahead of time that this was the direction we were going to today. But I don't think we needed that, that input right now. What changed? I thought our coaching staff, I mentioned, media day, our coaching staff had done a hell of a job and continue to do a heck of a job getting this group ready and preparing throughout the summer. The sweat equity was the best I've seen, to be quite frank. Now, it wasn't panning out on the court, and whether it was a voice in the locker room, a change needed. I can list the distractions, and I don't want to get in there, because I think I know how competitive Steve is. And I think if I sat here and listed one by one all the things that he had to go through over his tenure here, I'd be doing him a disservice, because he doesn't want an excuse. That's not who he is. So he has certainly not had an even playing field, over two and a bit years here. And for that, I certainly feel definitely some responsibility, because this does not fall on him. I mean, I take a great deal of responsibility in creating the roster, hiring staff, bringing people in, whether that's free agency or draft and what have you. So it's completely unfair to state the fact of where we are as a team, as an organization, purely on Steve. He's aware of, hey, they're not responding to me right now, or that was not the performance I needed to see out there, and so forth. So we were open with our dialogue, always have been, and so over the course of the last week, 10 days, we've just been talking, and I think it came to a head. I think when I look at the group of guys out there, I'd love to see them competing at the highest level. I mean, we saw games this year where I'll be honest, I don't think we brought it. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There were times where, whether it was a quarter was taken off, a half was taken off, a game was taken off, we didn't compete. And it's not just the players. I think it's all of us. I talk about being a competitive organization, a competitive environment. That falls on all of us, and we've all got to bring that. So, the candidates that we're looking for are going to be bringing that. That's going to be one of their attributes: competitive and having a voice and being able to hold guys accountable. The same things we've mentioned, over the course of the last few years. That's what we want to do.
Sean, why do you think a coaching change is going to fix what ails this group?
I don't know that it fixes everything. I have no idea. I mean, I think what you're looking for is a leader. We're looking for that for our group. We're looking for somebody to have poise, charisma, accountability, and where we are with the talent that we have. I mean, look, I'll be the first to tell you there's certainly holes. I mean, we're not a finished product. We're not playing up to our expectations of where we should be. So you hope this new coach can come in here and put this group in the best possible place to succeed. Whether that's through basketball acumen, whether it's through their character, whether that's through their experiences, and all of those together. Well, I think we would not have made moves like this at this juncture if we didn't think. I saw some of you guys saying, they're trying to salvage the team. You can use whatever sort of buzzword you want to use, but at the end of the day, my job here is to put this team, this organization, in the best possible place to succeed. not only now but long term. We don't want to skip steps. We don't want to fast track it here, but we do realize, as I'm going to be honest, we have a window here, and when we have this group of players and this salary cap and where we are, we hope to achieve that. And I think we've all seen what's happened over the course of the last few years. There's been plenty of teams that at one point, look a certain way and make some moves and then change, and that's we hope to rise. We hope to be one of those teams, and we have to, by arising at the decision we will in the next few days, hopefully, that'll be a catalyst for a turnaround.
Also, what do you say to fans right now who don't want to cheer for the team, given the way the organization has handled a variety of different issues, including the Kyrie situation in the last few days?
Look, it's understandable. I'm completely empathetic to what's going on here. I'm certainly not proud of the situation we find ourselves in. I would like to turn, ESPN or the TV on and not find you talking about us, in that manner, to be quite frank. I'd like to get back to basketball. I think that's what our players would like to get back to. They'd like to focus on the things that are important here, and that's competing at the highest level and playing basketball games. So, as it pertains to Kyrie, we are having discussions like it's been mentioned, some internal, some external discussions. I know from the highest levels, we are involved with the ADL and getting their advice and just hopefully they can advise us. We can bring something to the table that all parties can be at least understandable to one another here, and understand that there is no tolerance and no room for any hate speech, any anti-Semitic remarks whatsoever, whether it's in this organization or any organization for that matter. I think at the right point and the right time, Kai can address these for himself, and our group will as well.
And the reason he won't be talking to us tonight, you said, so there's no fuss, is that because it's a distraction for basketball-wise? Or is that because he doesn't want to answer more questions about this issue?
I think everybody knows he's going to have to answer these questions at some point, and he's going to have to. And he hasn't sort of shied away in the past, but I think the last post-game meeting didn't go well, and I think we're not trying to cover it up. I think this is something that needs to be addressed, but let's address it in the right form and fashion. When that is, we'll let you guys know.